Let's bring you an update on this story now. The Polokwane High Court has postponed an urgent interdict against the midnight alcohol sale ban in Limpopo. The application was brought by the Sekhukhune Liquor Traders Association after the implementation of the ban this month. It prohibits the sale of alcohol after midnight. Liquor traders and beer establishments in the province have raised concerns that the ban could harm their operations financially. However, the provincial government is arguing that the ban will control excessive drinking and reduce the number of trauma cases. Our reporter Mweli Masilela monitoring that story for us. He joins us live now. Mweli, good morning to you. So there's been a postponement. You'll tell us the new date, but the reasons behind that postponement. Make that clear to us.
Well, I must tell you that, especially from the side of the Liquor Traders Association, they were expecting this case to be heard today. But unfortunately, when the economic freedom fighters came in as the second applicant on this case, then the lawyers or advocates representing the Limpopo Department of Economic Development asked the court to say that they need more time to look into the papers that have just been handed in by the economic freedom fighters. Then all parties agreed that the matter will now sit on the 18th of August. But probably, let me just get reaction from the National Liquor Traders Association. I've got the convener of that association. His name is Lakintimane. Considering what transpired inside court today, would you perhaps say that you are disappointed because you wanted this case to be heard today?
We are not disappointed because we do believe in the courts and we should allow the court processes to unfold. We understand that what led to the postponement was a technicality from the side of the second applicant who's joined, which is the economic freedom fighters. So we are confident and we remain hopeful that our papers that we served, which we believe are strong enough, should be able to give us what we want, which is the suspension of this current Limpopo Liquor Act.
This Liquor Act came into action on the 1st of August. What happens now? Because your aim was to ensure that it doesn't get implemented and it's actually removed.
So we've been legal advised, as a function and outcome of this court case today here, that our traders can actually go back and trade till 2 a.m. pending the finalization of this case. And we'd like to encourage our members to take up this offer and go back to pre-Limpopo Liquor Act activeness on the 1st of August. So they are free to sell as per the previous time slots, which is 2 a.m. That's the legal advice that we've got, and we fully support that.
We are seeing quite a number of groups here, some tavern owners as well as artists. How does this affect them? Because from the court papers, you can see that artists as well say they are being affected, including the liquor traders themselves.
I think maybe let me start by saying it's a sad day in Limpopo that the economic development, which is tasked with the economic fortunes of the people of this province, actually decided to come with this act which actually denies the livelihood of those that have just mentioned, the artists, the entertainers, the liquor traders. So this is not just a liquor trader fight, but it affects also a whole lot of other stakeholders, which is the artists, entertainers, as well as the transport sector, those that transport people when they leave these establishments. Now they have to cut 2 hours out of their performance time. Liquor traders have to cut 2 hours out of their trading time. This surely is going to lead to job losses. The province, at least we expected them, to preserve the jobs that we have. But now what they're doing is, with this act, is that they want people to actually lose their jobs. So this really hits hard on the livelihoods of those that are dependent on the alcohol industry for survival.
Thank you very much for talking to us, Polly. That's Lakintimane there, speaking on behalf of the National Liquor Traders Association. Let me bring in the man who is on the spotlight at this moment, who is being accused of implementing this regulation. Polly, he speaks on behalf of the Department of Economic Development here in Limpopo. His name is Khalis Matala. Mr. Matala, if you can tell us, quite a lot of hammering coming from the side of the liquor traders as well as the economic freedom fighters joining in to say that they are against the implementation of this regulation. What has informed you as a government here in Limpopo to actually decide to implement such a regulation?
Thank you, Mweli. I won't take it as a hammering. It's just one of those things that as a department we have to grapple with. But let me say this. You see, for us to implement this act that we liquor traders must close actually is because we have been receiving lots of calls from different role players in society. Your health sector, your law enforcement agencies, faith-based organizations, and the school governing bodies. That, look, man, between 12 and 2 o'clock midnight, that's where a lot of incidences happen. You have a high number of accidents on the roads. You have lots of people being raped. Others are killed en route from the taverns to their home. So we came to take this based on those issues. But Mweli, let me tell you this. As the department, we welcome the postponement because there was nothing we can do, as the second applicant, who happens to be the economic freedom fighters, came on board late. So the postponement gives all the parties enough time to file papers. But as a department, we remain convinced and we are confident, because ours is that we oppose the application as brought by the liquor traders. We have given everyone, all stakeholders in the legislation, enough time to make comments, to make objections, which dates back to March 2019 until April 2019. Unfortunately, our people didn't take that opportunity to make their comments or make objections. It's unfortunate that at the tail end, when we are supposed to implement the regulations, now people are coming out and saying, we can't implement this regulation, we are going to kill our business. But there was enough ample time given to them to make comments. Unfortunately, and as a department, we felt, no, the people of Limpopo are happy with this regulation. That's why we implemented them on the 1st of August.
So the case will be heard on the 18th of August. What happens if the court doesn't rule in your favor?
We don't want to put a cart in front of the horse, or maybe, what we can say is that what we can say is whatever the court rules on the 18th, we'll take note of that, and then take that judgment, give to our legal advisors, and then from then, that's when we can know what action to take going forward.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. Colleague, that's Kalis Matala. He speaks on behalf of the Department of Economic Development here in Limpopo. As you can see, just outside court here, these are some of the liquor traders who came to court to actually get the side of the story as to what is transpiring inside court, and also they are members of the economic freedom fighters. There is quite a lot of frustration on the ground, considering that some of the tavern owners that we have spoken to, they are saying that they lose in as far as business is concerned. But not only the tavern owners and other liquor traders, also musicians, they are here outside court saying that they are against the implementation of this act, which is actually banning the sale of alcohol after 12 midnight.
Live for us at the Polokwane High Court there, Limpopo High Court, I should say. That's our colleague Mweli Masilela.